What's going on, guys? YogiZilla here, streaming on the Geeky Antics channel, so we don't have a complete wasteland here. Be sure to visit us at geekyantics.net if you haven't already. And I was having some issues with my internet, but I think they're squared away right now. What else can I say? Here's Mr. Really Cool move I took. I got the Blood Mage Thalnos. Stole him, snatched him up with Shadow Madness, and got his effect to draw a card. This might help me bounce back. It was part luck, part skill. That's what I'm gonna say. Not sure what I should be playing right here. Yeah, I think I might as well. Kind of in a tough spot. There are some competent rogues out there. Anyway, let me get some music going, fellas. And I'm gonna try to create a lot more content here on Geeky Antics Twitch channel. This is gonna be a communal thing, so we're gonna get some contributors. Maybe some people that wanna, get more attention for their channels. And if you want to be a part of that, you know, it's fine if you plug yourself. We're all about collaboration and self-promotion within reason. Oof, I am in a tough spot here, guys. Let's just get her out. Threaten him a little bit. So yeah, Geeky Antics channel, which you're on now, unless you're watching this on YouTube. We might be making a official YouTube channel as well, so we'll see about that. Anyway, here comes some music. I can focus on my ranked play, because I cannot chew gum and walk at the same time, apparently. If he's smart, he's gonna focus on my win heartbeat. Man, I should have figured. I need to get some kind of something going here. Holy Nova's not gonna clear the board. That sucks. There's more than enough damage out there to kill me. I'm gonna have to do this. Yeah, I'm dead regardless. No? Hey, I probably am. Of course, you guys catch the part of the game where I'm totally scrubbing it up. I should probably pull up the Twitch chat. I don't think anybody will be there because we're brand spanking new. Don't forget to join us for live shows. Thursday we have 2 shows now. Working on more. Thursday 9 p.m. on Gaming Death channel. You can watch the Gaming Death podcast live. At 11 p.m. on the Obi-Wan-X2 channel. You can watch Horseplay live. Yeah, I'm dead. Apparently Rogue can still do some things. Rogue still has some tricks up her sleeves. Be sure to check us out at geekyantics.net. We got lots of great blog posts, opportunities for you to contribute. If you already have your own podcast, or Twitch channel, or YouTube channel, you could syndicate your content on our channel or become an exclusive partner where we'll pimp all your stuff out, and you'll be part of the Geeky Antics family officially. We welcome everybody, whether you're part-time, full-time, or otherwise. We're creating quite a nice core team. I'm very excited about what we're doing. Right now, the royalty-free music you're hearing is provided by Technowax with a K, technowax.com, or Technowax on YouTube. And it's a godsend because people like music, streams, but if you do that and post it to YouTube, YouTube gets angry. I like this hand, but seeing it's a shaman. Here's a card draw. I just had an awesome match with Matt Bradford from Games Radar, Video Game Outsiders, and Zombie Cast. And played him with Shaman, and he played as what did he play as? I don't remember now. It may have been Paladin. But it was fun. Had a good match. Got to kill him. I like it. Get some good stuff out. My coin next turn to get my Taz Bingo out. So yeah, I won the match, but we're gonna try to do like a little pseudo show, a Hearthstone hour type thing. Well, where we'll play, provide our perspectives. I'm not super good at the game, but I've been around since the beta, and I get some of the more underlying stuff of the game, whereas Matt's more of a noob to it. But you know, it's a good balance. A lot of times when you hear Hearthstone podcasts or watch streams, they come at it in a very almost elitist kind of way, and this game is about accessibility. It's about allowing the common player to enjoy it, regardless of your skill. You know, I think it's important to have that side of it. Oh, well played. Get a silence out. He's playing the waiting game. Oh, I don't have enough for him. Oh, crap. I'm still gonna silence. I wanted to get the combo out, but what can you do? By the way, don't forget, we have a Geeky Antics voicemail hotline. Make sure you leave us a voicemail. Just join the conversation. It's 206-415-4987. 206-415-4987. That's unfortunate. I'll get my Berserker out. There's a problem with Shaman. It starts to load up board. It's very annoying. Very quickly. Alright. I wish I could play Roman Champion. He's really stalling the crap out of me. Now the new show that we're coming out with, which later on today I'm going to work on graphics for geekyantics.net. Some banners and whatnot, and logos, and new stuff for our new show. Graphical assets. And one of the things I've been doing, okay. I'll be killing you. Ooh, that's rough. It's gonna be a game show about games. Surprise. It's gonna be a little different. We're gonna talk about game mechanics, strategies, and stuff of the sort. It's gonna be good. You gotta die. Alright. I'm brain farting over here again, so don't mind me. I should probably kill that right now. We'll just do that first. Got no other plays right now. So yeah, we're you guys. By the way, I appreciate everybody that took the poll at Geeky Antics. Let me pull it up real quick. If you go to geekyantics.net, which right now we have hosted on WordPress.com, we're going to probably get it self-hosted soon. Because I know it looks more professional. People take it more seriously when you have a server. No, it doesn't change the quality of the content, in my opinion, but that's neither here nor there. If you go into the category community feedback, and events, you'll find all our goodies there. This is gonna get annoying. I have to get Homeboy out here. Totally brain farting, so don't mind me. Oh, okay, I'll do that combo next turn. Alright, let's... Farewell. I'm scared for my Gurubashi now. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me in the butt. But yeah, go to the community events and feedback section, that category. You'll see all our polls. It'll all make sense once you go there. Let me pull up the results real quick. And community events and feedback. Yep, that's it. We have quite a few polls there right now. I want to say foes. The foes. Alright, while that loads, we get focused here. I know you guys voted on this. Oh, it's my turn. Probably pay attention a little more. Okay.
Farewell.
Hope the stream is still behaving properly. Alright, let me pull up those polls. We love feedback, so keep it coming. Alright, so the poll is about which of the shonen do you like most. The show will focus on game mechanics, design, development, concepts, and strategy. It'll be a different side of the gaming. I have a mind to take out the... I should end this right here. Just end it. There we go. So yeah, we got the most votes on Bit by Bit Gaming, but Game Mechanics 101 is far behind it. It isn't far behind it. So... actually, I don't see it coming up in this... oh yeah, it is in there. Actually, Game Mechanics 101, the tie. I'm kind of leaning towards Game Mechanics 101, so we could be like the sister show to Gaming History 101. I already talked to Fred Rojas, aka Spider's Venom, about it. He said he's honored. He'll probably be one of our recurring guest hosts, so probably really shouldn't multitask while I'm streaming. Let the stream catch back up. There we go. I think I worked out some of the kinks. I don't know what was going on earlier. And again, I want to welcome Gaming Dev Podcast to the DT Antics family, to the gang, I like to say. Got a good group of people. A lot of good things are happening. Things are coming along. Don't mind me, I'm multitasking over here. Trying to figure out why something on the website isn't. Kind of want to move some things around. Jiving this way. It is hot as heck here in Georgia today. All I'm gonna say. Heck, if you want to call in and just tell us how the weather is where you're at, that's cool too. 206-415-4987. That's our voicemail hotline. Don't be shy. Found something that I need to fix before it drives me batty. This is what I do. I get anal retentive. Okay, I found one of the things I wanted to. That should look much better. Oh no wonder I'm lagging a bit. I was viewing my own stream. That doesn't help. Not when your internet's crapping out. Alright, I'm about to do some more ranked play here. Do we have a lurker in the chat? My Twitch chat is not working for whatever reason, so I do apologize for anyone that's there live. I just did a little quick tweak to geekyantics.net. Make sure to visit us. We got a lot of stuff there. Comment on this stuff and share it. It's kind of a big deal for us content marketers, whether we're vlogging, or streaming. That few things get us as excited as getting comments on our stuff. And it sounds super silly, but it is a big deal. Why isn't this working? Start up. I sure did. I need something aggressive. I'll keep my lights on just because it's that good. We need more followers on our Geeky Antics account, which is simply Geeky Antics, at Geeky Antics. So don't be shy. Oops. Really pay attention. Now, who's that lurking out there? I see you. I see you in the chat. I'm trying to make this interesting for you guys. This, oh, that guy. Oh, not much I can do there. I really like being second because I get to coin when I need to. Helps change tempo. Holy Hannah. Sure wish I had a shadow word. Instant destruction. How much I can do right now. Puffy on the east side. I'm seeing a lot more druids lately. And Druid is getting a new card. That's gonna be amazing. He's gonna have some serious removal now. Basically, the removal destroys all minis on the board, including your own, and then summons 2/2/2 treants on your side of the board. That's pretty vicious. Ooh, I might have to take this damage right now. So I could bring out a Taz Dingo with a little more health. No. Now, next turn I'll just Holy Nova. That's the plan. Maybe I can regain my footing then. Turn 6 I can play the Lord of the Arena. And play some little minis behind them. That's the plan. Anyway, this gaming session won't be too long. So I just wanted to get some content out here on Geeky Antics channel. What did we just do? Oh, thank you. That's gonna be annoying. What does that do again? Oh gosh. Oh. Right now it's still my best option. It's really my only option. But I should use another Holy Nova right about now. Does he have 2 Death Rattles? Does he have... Oh, he does. Wow, that's pretty crazy. He's got his basic Death Rattle that's written on the card, and then he's got the Soul of the Forest Death Rattle. I guess I haven't seen that too much. This is gonna be a really annoying deck to play against. And he's probably got removal for my homie over here. I'm gonna have to go with this guy. Not yet. See what he throws at me. What if he's running Starfire? Oh, what is that? This guy's not playing. I have to do it like this. Oh, sorry, not the giant. It's probably gonna be very bad. Let's get this out. Good idea. Now I get that, of course. Alright. Not the best play, but... Worried about that harpy. But I got some answers for her. Stormwind and then boom. Oh gosh. And I don't have a silence when I need it. Silence is really useful. See what I can get going. A few people had asked in my main channel, why am I being a hipster and smoking the e-cig? And I'm not trying to be a hipster, I promise. I just don't smoke indoors. I have some standards. I don't know how I feel about all this. I need to clear some of this board up. Let's do it like this. Like a silenced minion. Hope that buys me enough time. Oh, I can't play with you right now. Please survive. There's a lot of points into you, buddy. Where's my other dark scale healer when I need it? Oh, that's not good. Okay. I could hold it over right here. Hope that I get something really good. I have an idea. Gonna have to sacrifice. And she survived. A happy little story. Well, I need to get this mountain giant out while I still have a full hand. I invested so much that I Lord of the Arena only to sacrifice him. It was worth it, I think. Yeah, I might have to bounce after this match, guys. I'm getting the munchies. Be right back. seems I missed some developments here. Do I really want to mind control that? Back off. I'll save my mind control for when I really need it. Alright, Mountain Giant. I swear, Mountain Giant, I will get you out of here. I will release you from your bondage and set you free into the wild. So the hand limit is 10 cards. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I get a draw next turn. Then if I heal one of my guys, I get another draw, and then I can get him out for cheap as heck. So that's my plan. I forget what his usual cost is, so if I have 8 cards right now, it's usually 13 cost. Of course, when you have an empty hand, Mountain Giant sucks. I would like to have a Sea Giant too. He's thinking hard. But yeah, I'm not trying to craft too much right now because the arcane dust is hard to come by. So I kind of decided the priest, who I thought was kind of a joke for a while, he is my go-to guy. I decided to stick with him. That's what I'm doing. Go. Things are happening. They are beautiful things. Now, if I get my Stormwind champion out next turn, amazing things will happen. This guy fall asleep in his chair? I don't know. So if you skipped ahead or you're just tuning in live on Twitch, Nook is here from Geeky Antics Network Global, gang for short. That's geekyantics.net. And I'm just doing a little ranked play, trying to dig myself out of a hole. I think the meta shifted again, even though cards haven't really come out or anything. People seem to be finding counters for my main ones. Everybody's running Hunter, but they're putting more expensive cards in there, so it makes it harder to play against. There's just some real jerkwad Hunter decks out there. Alright, let me share some thoughts here. Turn the music off. So yeah, right now, you know, there's a lot of interesting things at play on Hearthstone. One is that it is the deck building game for the masses. Blizzard's really good about making games that are accessible. Um, you know what? Maybe I should get a little more personal here. Put on my camera. That'd be neat. I even set up my scene properly. What the hell happened to my camera? Oh, I know why it's doing it. Put it behind the scene. Let's get that fixed. There we go. Almost professional here, guys. Almost. So, this is me, my ugly mug, Yogi. Just some thoughts. I figured for a video, my video might be a little more personal. Get into some of the issues on Hearthstone. So, what I was trying to say is that Hearthstone's kind of in this interesting place because it's a game that is very friendly and easy enough to pick up. I'd say it's easy to pick up for newcomers, especially if you've never played a deck building game and maybe never even thought the genre was good. And I know a lot of people I was trying to convert to the game, especially over at allgames.com community. Folks on video games outsider, Zombie Cast, Knuckleballer Radio, the B Team podcast. Shout out to all the peeps over there. They laughed at a lot of people laughed at the game, especially Tedekin. I'm calling you out, Tedekin. But once they give it a try, they realize it's actually a fun game, and it is. I think people just they see that it's a card game, and there's no like the graphics aren't super beautiful, but for what it is, it's great. Here's the problem though: if you're new to deck building games, the deck building process might be a little, how can I say, intimidating, and that's fair. And that's definitely a fair assessment. The deck building part is intimidating. People feel like it's a pay to win game. You could say that about just about any freemium game. It's free to play, but they gotta make that money somewhere. But really, Hearthstone isn't the kind of game that has such a. It doesn't have such a crazy paywall that you have to invest money in it. You want to fast track, sure, especially if you're not conditioning yourself that to feel like, okay, I'm gonna lose a lot at first until I get the hang of it. You need to kind of learn the basics, the fundamentals, before you can really be competitive in this game. And if you're just a super competitive person where you need to win right off the bat, that's a bad place to be. And this could be a little frustrating. But single player is coming through Curse of Nexramus, which is coming out soon. You'll be able to do adventure mode and do campaign play basically. And that's gonna be a great way to unlock new cards and challenge yourself without being frustrated by the people that clearly spent a lot of time and or money in the game. The best thing I could say right now for newer players is you may want to stick to some of the easiest classes to play. For me, Rogue, Mage, Warrior maybe are the hardest to play and the most expensive to play. Paladin might be next. Though you can make some cheap decks for Paladin. Like if you just run tokens with raid leaders, dire wolves, these are all cards you'll unlock. Just normal gameplay. You want to stick to a handful, 2 or 3 classes that you enjoy playing, or you find them fun, and then build around the core mechanics. Like with Shaman, those free totems lend themselves to doing a token deck where you just have a lot of low-level creatures. Maybe it could be aggro, and you just have a lot of buffs. Shattered Sun Cleric, Raid Leader, Flame Tongue Totem. What else? Stormwind Champion. Just to give you a few ideas of cards that buff each other up. What's the one that gives you Wind Fury? Farseer something. He's like a 3/3 and he grants Wind Fury to another minion. There's a lot of stuff you could do with Shaman. So I think Shaman is one of the easier one to play. Personally, for me, Priest and Hunter are dominating the current meta. And you can make a lot of cheap decks. Like I'm saying, you don't even have to buy any cards. You could craft a couple of cards. Like in my priest deck, I'll show you right here. Um, I just crafted behind the scenes look. I crafted this guy right here. Oops. Light spawn, because you know if you run it with things that increase your health, like Stormwind Champion or what's the one good one? Power Shield or Divine Spirit, which doubles your health. You make a 4-cost card into a huge threat, and then you can just keep healing him, which is why I have the Dark Scale Healer here. So this deck has a little bit of everything in there. It's not purely about the healing mechanic. It's about creating a lot of threats and overwhelming the opponent at every turn, so they have to start burning through their board clear, the removal option. You know, when you have multiple threats, especially if they have a lot of health, you know, a lot of board clear things may not work, like Fan of Knives that Rogue has, which he throws out a bunch of blades, or Whirlwind for the warrior. You know, so I have some low-level creatures here, but it's a lot of mid-range to high-range creatures. So that the opponent, I just keep tacking on more minions, and they're like, whoa, what do I deal with first? You know, because I might have, let's say, I have the gadgets Zan auctioneer. I always butcher that name. And then I have the Northshire Cleric out, both which give me card draw. Which one will he focus? You know, because this gives me card draw based on spells, and Cleric gives me card draw based on healing, whether the opponent heals a minion or I heal a minion. And if you get that behind taunts, like the Taz Dingo, Senjin Shieldmaster is still a very solid card. A lot of top tier players will tell you that taunt is weak because you usually sacrifice good base stats for the taunt. But if you have creatures that are otherwise vulnerable, you know, it's good to have them. And people tend to try to remove the taunt and focus the taunt because they have to, and then it buys you some time. So it helps with tempo. Yeah, I really like Priest. There's other things you could be really tricky with Priest, like Mind Vision. You know, put a copy of a random card in your opponent's hand into your hand. Or there's another one that copies a card from your opponent's deck, 2 cards from your opponent's deck, and puts it in your hand, something like that. Shadow Madness, I put that in there because there we go. This card may not seem like much, but if you combine it with the Auctioneer, you know, get that free card draw, and there's some things you could do with this where you could force an opponent to trade off 2 of his guys that may have maybe equal attack and health. And you know, you basically get 2 removals for the cost of 1 card. So you know, that's one of the things you have to think about with the game is how can you be more efficient. Now this deck obviously not flawless, but it's done some big things for me on in ranked play. It suffers a little bit when it comes to playing against aggro decks or rush decks. They're both the same thing. People swap around the terminology a lot. Basically, rush and aggro decks, they're the easiest decks to form because all you do is try to get a bunch of low-cost creatures out, some way of getting card draw. You don't want to, and those kind of decks tend to run out of steam because once all your creatures get removed and you have an empty hand or very few cards in hand, you can't be as aggressive. You need some kind of card draw. So usually when you do like an aggro deck, you might go Hunter, you might go Shaman, maybe even Warrior. There's a lot of different ones you could do. Warlock is also pretty good for that, especially if you get a summoning portal out, where you get reduced cost for all your summons. Minions cost 2 less. You can start filling up the board, but of course you have to keep that summoning portal alive, or else you know you may not get full use out of it. But the problem with aggro decks, like the popular Hunter Beast deck, which is seen now. There's lots of variants of it. I even run one before it became cool. I'm not trying to be a hipster about it, I swear. But, it's like everybody's running them now. and it's funny because it's just very effective and very annoying because basically turns 1 through 5 where most people don't have much going on. Um, the Hunter Beast decks, they're just pounding you to the face and killing anything you put on the board. So you get a lot of creatures with charge. You get multiple creatures out, like Unleash the Hounds. When you play against a hunter, you usually don't want to fill up your board with a lot of creatures because they can just Unleash the Hounds and then get something to buff all of the creatures. And next thing you know, they got a ton of creatures out, and it's scary. So yeah, I would say if you're new to the game or you're thinking about starting it, I would say probably my personal experience is go with Warlock, Hunter, or Priest. They have some of the best abilities in the game. I might even throw in Shaman. And they also just have great cards that are part of their basic decks. You could, as you start winning card packs, buying card packs with the money you earn from the quests and everything, you might get some cards that fit in well with either one of those. But stick with 1 or 2, maybe 2 or 3 main classes, and unlock those basic decks. I always get people to lean towards Hunter, Warlock, or Priest because I find that those are the decks that are beating people most, at least in the lower tiers. On a pro level, we're not even going to get into that. But Warlock has probably the best ability in the game, which is card draw. You hurt yourself for 2 health, and then you could draw another card. And I'm trying to see if my current iteration, I don't know if I have anything that takes advantage of that crazy card draw. I did have a Twilight. I don't have it in there now, but I did before. I did have a Twilight Drake. The 4 cost last I checked. Last I checked, he was, yeah. Twilight Drake, his base health is 1, but if you have tons of cards in your hand, you might sacrifice taking a lot of early damage, but then, you do the early life tap to get the extra cards in. You might have things that give you more cards, like a Cult Master, which is whenever one of your creatures dies, you draw another card. And then suddenly this 4-1 becomes a 4-8, or 4-6 or 4-10. I mean, I think the most I've seen it in most situations would be like a 4-8. It's meat. I think a better play might be Frostwolf Warlord if you can get a lot of creatures out. But that's probably a better play for like Shamans. Do I have in my Shaman deck? The Shamans tend to get a lot of creatures out on the board in most decks that I've seen. I'm not running that right now. Yeah, even my decks need a lot of tweaking still. But those are my thoughts. I don't, if you're considering Hearthstone, I really don't feel it's a pay-to-win game. I think you could play it just as easily free, completely free, and then get to the point where the only time you're putting money into the game is when you just feel the urge to crack open some packs, or just tipping the developers for a job well done. There's nothing wrong with that. They gotta make their money too, and spending money on a game, whether you pay for it up front or after the fact, that's a good way to support developers and games that we like and help them maintain them. So everybody wins. But yeah, I converted one person over to Hearthstone, and he spent $50 right through the gate. He's like, "This is the most expensive free-to-play game I know." You didn't have to do that, and I still beat him. I can still beat him most of my matches. He's got legendaries up the wazoo. I got none. So it's not about just spending money and getting the top-notch cards and automatically winning. There's definitely a lot more skill involved. That's one of the biggest things. And I rant on about this all the time on my podcast and on my channel. But to me, a true pay-to-win game is a game where it's more about spending money than it is skill. And a good game should always be about more about skill than luck or investment of time or even money. You know, if you just have a good grasp on the core mechanics and strategies of a game, you should be able to compete with people. All right, that is my cue. The missus is coming home soon, so let me get out of here, get some food in my stomach, and she's gonna probably consume my time. Thanks for tuning in here at Geeky Antics. This has been YogiZilla at YogiZilla on Twitter, and also on Twitter. Also, my Twitch channel is YogiZilla. I'm YogiZilla everywhere. That's YogiZilla. YogiZilla, like Godzilla, Yogi Bear. Don't forget, go to geekyantics.net. Show some love to all the people there, all the whole gang that's doing some great stuff there, including our new show, the Gaming Death Podcast. Show some love to Chris, Don, Caleb, and the Hollow Blade. Great people. We got a lot of things going on, and if you want to contribute, just go to geekyantics.net and check out our current projects and openings page. It should be right at the top of the site, on the main menu, and also on the side menu. We're probably going to be restructuring the site soon and going to a new server, so stay tuned for that. But for now, geekyantics.net, all the information you need is right there. And you can learn how you can be part of our network. And also, we have a voicemail line, 206-415-4987. And I'm going to leave you with a question. Do you think Hearthstone is pay to win? And how do you play Hearthstone? Are you super competitive? Do you play it casually? And what keeps you coming back to the game and playing even on those days when you're losing, you're feeling a little discouraged? How do you get better at the game and earn some of the in-game currency without feeling like it's a chore? No one likes to grind. Well, some people do, and that's why MMOs are still popular, I guess. But yeah, share your thoughts on Hearthstone, your overall Hearthstone experience, whatever stories you want to share. Maybe a crazy battle you had, a crazy comeback, anything you want at all. We've been on a Hearthstone kick, so definitely share that with us. And also Marvel Puzzle Quest. That's another game that we've been digging into as well. So 206-415-4987. That is the voicemail hotline. And I'm out. Peace.